Hey, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today we are going to be setting up my beautiful Tori Artist planner as a vomit journal. And if you don't know what that is, I didn't know what that was. I was trying to decide what to do with this planner, and I just went to YouTube and typed in journaling, and the first video that popped up was this journal by someone, or was a video by someone named Struthless. And I hadn't watched any of his stuff before, but it had a ton of views and he had a ton of subscribers. So I thought I would check it out. And I actually loved the vomit journal system. And so what the vomit journal system is a system of getting things out of your head and onto paper, but in a very productive way. And he gives an acronym for vomit. So we start with vent, obligation, mindset, ideate, and trajectory. And so the vent, the suggestions he gives for venting are just writing out all of the things that make you angry or maybe you're afraid. Right now in this climate, there's a lot of that. So just getting out of your head so you're not like ruminating on it. And then obligations is basically like your to-do list. So anything that you feel obligated to do, just dumping it out, then going back and organizing it into categories, which is pretty much what I already do, and then prioritizing it. And he gives a couple of great questions for that. One is asking yourself, which thing on this list, if done, would make everything else easier? And the next was, does it make the boat go faster? And he used an example of the British rowing team having a coach to ask them, whatever they're thinking about doing, is it going to make their boat go faster or not fast? Like if you were to eat that broccoli or pick the cupcake, which is going to make the boat go faster. And then 4 was just make a bare minimum versus killing it version of the to-do list. The next example he gave for a way to use the vomit journal is for changing your mindset. The first idea he gave was just reframing, like looking at something that's happened and saying, how is this the best thing that ever happened to me? Next is possibility, writing out kind of I am statements. I am blank because of something you've done during the day that makes you that. So like, I am healthy because I went for a walk today. So just looking for examples of that. And then inversion, which is looking at both the solution and the opposite. And he gives 2 questions to ask yourself. It would be like, how can I blank and how can I not blank? So like, how can I be healthy today? Or how can I not be healthy today? Or maybe not in general, but like, how can I be healthy in life? And how can I not be healthy in life? And then next, perspective. And that's just asking yourself a question as if you were your own friend. So if I was my own friend, what kind of advice would I give myself? And, or it could just be anybody that you would take advice from. It doesn't have to be a friend, but, yeah. And the next, discipline. So, actually he gives an example. I think that is how to help you not have to rely on discipline, but it's like, say if there was an app on your phone that you knew was hindering you and one that you knew was helpful, just switching them around. So like for me, it would be like putting my Fabulous app where my Facebook app usually is, so I automatically go to text on that. And then the last one would just be gratitude, keeping a gratitude journal as a way to improve your mindset. And then we have ideate, which he gives 3 examples for. Those would be 1, brainstorm 30 answers to a problem, which is the one I end up doing today. And then 2, ask, how would blank solve the problem? And I would just throw in somebody you admire here, like, how would Dolly Parton solve the problem? And then 3 is do a question loop and just ask a question, sleep on it, and then write out whatever answer you come up with in the morning. And the last way we're going to use our vomit journal is for trajectory. And so he gives a couple of really great examples for that. The first is starting with a goal and then listing evidence of moving away from that goal versus evidence of moving towards that goal. So for my health example, again, I could say evidence that I'm moving away from my goal of being healthy would be I'm sitting too much. And then evidence I'm moving towards it would be like, I do go for walks though. And then just tweak accordingly. Like I'm going to, do some rebounding in between sitting at my desk. The other one is asking 3 questions. Number 1, what excited me today? Number 2, what drained me of energy? And number 3, what did I learn? Which I do end up using in this video as well. So, okay. Yay! It all fit. Okay. So now I've got the whole vomit method on this intro sheet. And I can use it as a reference as I do my vomit journaling. So I'll probably cover up the dates with stickers or something. And then I'll put my topic and, figure out which style of vomit journaling I want to use and just go for it in the week. So this first week, I'm going to go for the topic, how can I enjoy my hobby of planning and making planner videos this year without spending any more money on it? Great question, right? So looking at my list of potential vomit journal styles, I decided on the ideate technique and, just coming up with 30 answers to the question, and they're going to be pretty random, but we'll just figure out by writing out things that I might do and might not do, just free flowing it, I can find some ways to just successfully have a no spend. So I wanted to get to 30 because I know that the more you write, the closer you get to what's actually going on, which is what I found happened. Okay, so I also gave myself permission in the beginning to write out any idea, even if it was the opposite of something I'd want to do, because that's how you come up with what actually would work. Sometimes you might write something that seems crazy, and then you're like, oh, that actually is the answer. So anyways, starting off here, I put don't work. Like if I don't work and I don't have money, that could work. Then I don't have any money to spend. All right. Probably not going to be the one. Think of it as a challenge. Yeah, probably more likely. I think that would be really fun to view it as a challenge instead of as having something being taken away, like the ability to spend money. Use what I have. There's plenty. There really is. I could probably plan for a couple of lifetimes with what I've got right now. Well, at least a few years. Turn off the notifications from my favorite stores. That would probably be helpful. Unfollow my favorite shops. Yes, I could do that. Make vision boards of the things I'll be able to do with the money saved. I do like that. I'm gonna let me put a check mark by the ones that I think I might actually do. And I'll pick my favorites at the end. I love making vision boards, so making vision boards of the things I'll be able to do with money saved. Make a list of everything I could do with the money saved. Yeah, I might do that too. Take out all of my planners or stickers when I'm tempted to shop and see what I already have. I should do that every time. I'm going to just put check marks for all of these. All right. Think about how overwhelming it is when I have more than I can use. I think I'm just going to come back and read this page. I'm going to erase these check marks. I'm just going to come back and read this page anytime I feel like shopping. I'm going to add that to the end. Read this page. So 31 ideas. All right. So where was I? Now that I erased. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Think about the paralysis I get from choice fatigue. It's really true. I did nothing not nothing, but nothing that I was wanting to do as far as really working in my planners in the first 3 weeks of this month because I was frozen trying to think of what do I do with all of them. I could turn over all my money to my hubby and then ask for it back when I want to buy planner supplies. I'm not going to do that, but that's possible. Only buy planner supplies using our joint account. Currently, I only buy planner supplies with the money that I earn, and that doesn't go into our account. That comes from my business directly into my solo account, so he doesn't see it or have any idea what I spend. I don't know that I'm going to buy it out of our joint account. Maybe that's a possibility. Challenge self to be creative with what you have. Already kind of said that in the beginning, but yeah, that's fun. Focus on the process, which as I was doing this, I was just thinking of how fun this process is and how much I enjoy doing things like this and how much it helps my brain to figure out what's happening. I don't know if it's a ADHD thing or just my personality, but I take a lot of time to process things and I enjoy it. So why not? So make videos around the process. Hey, doing that today. Build a community of others who are on a no. Let's do a little erasing here. Build a community of others on a no spend. Reorganize office and assess needs. I like doing that too. Make a spendings chart and post it on the fridge. Ooh, that would be, yeah, I'm not going to do that because shame. Make a savings chart to hang on the wall. Make savings goals into screensavers. That's a really good idea. Make a commitment of intent towards big ticket items. For example, contacting Volvo or getting a travel agent to help me figure out I plan. Remind self of the fun that is in planning and the stress there is in overspending. That's good. Make time to plan each day. Give self permission to spend some time daydreaming and planning. Allow self to experience the joy of planning. This is all kind of around the same thing, but I think this is really where it is. Give self permission to have a life of joy, doing what you love without explaining it to anybody. It's okay if I take an hour to plan in the morning and nobody understands why I would do that. Or actually, it's not that nobody would understand it. It's that in my head, there's still the voice of my Mary Kay training, which was very helpful at the time, but was based around using your time wisely. And not necessarily around doing things you love. And so even if nobody else, well, I'm sure everybody else here understands the joy of planning, but if the outside world doesn't understand it, why not still do it if we love it? So make my planning space cozy, prioritize yourself, love what you love. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. Trust yourself to use discernment. Will there possibly be a time where I have to make a decision and I decide I do want to spend some money? Yes, but I'm going to trust myself to use discernment. And I'm going to reread this page. Yay! Okay, this was so fun. All right, so I'm going to use up the rest of these spaces with something. So we just did the ideate technique and came up with 30 answers. Let's use another one around this. Maybe this day-to-day metrics would be fun. What excited me, what drained me, what did I learn? Yeah, because that kind of is a way to solidify what I just did. Okay, well, let's start with the other ones. Okay, so the trajectory questions. What excited me today? Actually doing what I love to do with my planners and journals, using them, and learning. I love learning. What drained me? Looking at all my planner options and feeling overwhelmed. What did I learn? I learned that I need to give myself permission to do the things I love, even if no one else would understand them. I learned I need to make time and space for things I enjoy. Okay, so, and these other three, I think I'm gonna maybe make a little spread of planner girls enjoying planner things. I had these perfect stickers from Anika's Creative Closet. Planning is my therapy. Planner's gonna plan, planner girl, plus a couple of other just cute ones of a cat that looks like mine and a girl. Ah, perfect. That looks so much like my derpy cat. And I love that girl. And yeah, love it. So kind of what did I learn written out, or my learning process and what I learned written out, and then kind of solidified with my little sticker art down here. And I can't wait to use this planner for some more vomit journaling. Absolutely love it. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, look for similar content in the future. If you liked it, like, subscribe, all the things, and we'll see you next time.